All right, everybody, welcome to the Just for Friends Try to Figure Out HR podcast, the crazy, zany podcast where HR professionals that are here on the screen give you our advice, our pain, our misery, our woes. And we are not aided or assisted by ChatGPT at all. Just want to make that clear, even though that's a lie. Joining me tonight, obviously, we have Mama Mel, Dr. Green, and Jake from HR. And so the topic tonight, we're going to talk about AI and ChatGPT and whatever you want to call it. Microsoft Copilot 365. I don't know. Everything AI. But more importantly, how AI is impacting the world of HR, our jobs, how people interact with us, and then really like bringing it home to how managers use this AI to circumvent certain processes with HR, which can be very, very dangerous. And if you haven't read, and I know I've read this, that ChatGPT in some instances, in some AI models, will give you either falsely wrong information, either on purpose or because it's regional based. So, like, for example, if you ask it a question about a particular law or a process, if it's not based out of the state that you work in, you could be giving information for like California or other places. So this is the danger of AI. So I just before we start though, let's just kind of go around and what are your biggest fears of AI and Chat GPT and all this stuff? So we'll courteously start with Mama Mel. What are some things that keep you up with this AI nonsense?
AI is a fucking competition. It is the enemy. It is going to ruin us. It's making us dumb. It's making some of us useless, workless.
Dang.
I'm not a fan of it, guys. I am not a fan of it. Every time I hear the word AI, we're going to incorporate AI. I'm like, pack up your office. It's done. You're losing your job to a box. Be done. Ask for your severance. And
now, Mama Mel. Now tell us how you really feel.
Listen, I loathe the AI. Loathe it. I love it when I need to type up an email, but I still think it's going to take over. Have you guys ever seen the movie WALL-E?
Yeah.
Yes, Wally. Eve.
Okay.
WALL-E.
It's the movie WALL-E that humans are in like these little pods, right?
Yeah. They're in the,
we're not far from them.
Yeah.
Oh, floating in a fat people floating in a pod. There you go. That's right.
But that's why they were so big, because they never walked.
Right. Everything was done by AI. It was pretty
But
confusing.
that kind of ties. But that ties into how I feel about AI. I love it, but to me, we're trying to use AI like a Tesla, when in fact it should be like a Super Cruise, where it's meant to keep you in the lane and maybe drive for you on the highway. It's not meant to drive for you everywhere, because then they forget how to speak. They forget how to hold people accountable. They forget how to use proper grammar. They forget how to walk. And they get so reliant on it that they become uneducated and stupid. And it's not the AI, it's how much they abuse it that bothers me.
And you can tell when someone's using ChatGPT or a Copilot. Like, you don't normally talk like that, Susan. You don't use those words.
Dang. Yes, Susan.
Hey guys, we need to move expeditiously on this.
Exactly.
Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah.
Call him. Hey, turn your screen off. Spell expeditiously without your screen. No.
Oh man. What about you, Dr. Green? Mama Mel has some strong feelings. What are your feelings on AI and the increase of ChatGPT?
Well, I have it's kind of both. really. I do hate it to a point, but if you use it to a good advantage, meaning like you're learning from it just as much as you're using it, it can be good. So like Grammarly, I tell you all day long, I love Grammarly. Grammarly can help you put commas because you'll start remembering some of those things. You'll be like, oh yeah, there needs to be a comma right there after before and or after but or stuff like that. So like you can learn from these AI tools, but as it says on ChatGPT, check for the answer to make sure it's accurate. Not all answers will be accurate.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to do some of these things. And as it gets bigger and bigger, I think some cool things can be created from it. Is it Sora? Is that what it is? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. So Sora is the video one.
Video one. You'll start, and that's the part that's going to really just, they're going to get better and better and seem more real. So then it can be, I can create a video where I can see the Big Llama is stealing some cake out of Walmart. And so like it's gotten crazy. I think we should use it with a level of common sense, but it's common sense ain't that common. So, but I've learned from using it. Like I learned some things, like some of those things like, okay, yes, regional based. Let's talk about Texas. Texas doesn't have a, what do you call that? A sick leave payout or a PTO payout. Louisiana, we do have a PTO payout, and it's based by state. So if you go and Google, or if you go and Google or use ChatGPT, it may not give you the complete and total accurate information. So look at the law. Always verify.
Yeah,
that's my opinion with it.
And so Jake, what your 2 cents here? What's your thoughts, initial thoughts here before we start?
I think we should use it as much as we use cruise control in our car.
Mm-hmm.
It's meant to help us, not do it for us. That's the problem. I mean, that's honestly, it scares me because we already have so many people in the wrong seats in certain corporations because of nepotism and favoritism and people that are just, they speak well, they know how to put on a showmanship. And ChatGPT is just, it's the sword to help them get there faster. And it's scary to think some of the people that are going to hold certain positions because AI helped them get it, but they cannot carry their weight. What is it? AI wrote the check that their ass can't cash.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot.
But weren't you told at one point that you weren't in the right seat?
Mm-hmm.
Only by one particular individual with one particular company.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure I brought that back to your memory.
Yeah, I was told I wasn't in the seat long enough, but I think the same.
Ooh, and I got 0 of any of those.
Anyway, we're off topic. No, all right. So good point. I would tell you that my experience with AI and ChatGPT is that I've learned to master prompts. So I think if you don't know what you need from these, right, then it is writing it for you. It is creating, programs, and it's creating outlines and, materials for you that you have no idea how you should implement it, right? So I have no problems with using it as a tool, right? If you need a quick outline on the steps in a discipline process that you want to follow, I would normally go and find a template, or before ChatGPT, I go find a template. I go see where it's done before, and then I would manipulate it so that it's something that fits what I need. So there's nothing wrong, I think, using it in that capacity. But now the problem is we have people who are ChatGPT smart, and they everything they do, they go through ChatGPT. Well, ChatGPT said it was this, so I don't understand why you're not. And like, you don't even understand what your prompt was. Like you asked it to give you a very specific thing, it gave it to you, but you don't understand what that says, and that's a problem. That's a problem. But I to a lot of your guys' points, people are using this and they don't know how to read and write. Like when you're pushed to not be able to use it, if you're communicating in a meeting, I could tell you are you were raised and taught by ChatGPT. Some of your grammar and all that stuff. So it's a problem. It's a problem. A lot of the things that I tell people is like reread what they wrote and fix it. Like, and if you didn't know, so let's teach our HR professionals out who are listening. If you didn't know, nobody uses that double line, the double dash.
Oh God,
in
that's
their,
annoying.
no one uses that in their normal writing. So like,
Nope.
get rid of it. Like, at least let me give you a tip.
What's that
A pro
point
tip.
that they say? What was it? People when first started using ChatGPT, people started saying it was like the first reading of the line.
I hope this finds you well, or something like
I
that.
hope this finds you well. And I'm like, nobody talks like that unless you're in some people in other countries do that, but they don't do that in the US.
Wait,
Yeah.
And so when you do that in the US, it sounds
You type that? You type that?
I typed that into an email today. I hope you're doing well.
Oh no! But if you say, "I hope your
email finds you well," is what it says.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I hope you're doing well. It's fine. It's like you really their situation. But I hope this email finds you well.
My favorite is when it has the selective bold and italicized
Yes.
font, and you're reading it in like bold letters randomly throughout the sentence, and then like certain phrases are italicized, and it's like
Nobody writes that way. Nobody.
I'm like, I was already questioning how great your punctuation was, and now you just told me you didn't even write this. And I'm not joking. I was reading a document the other day, and they had sent it. And what was it? I don't know exactly what it was, but they had several responses. They didn't even finish filling it out. It said, insert employee's name here. Put subject line here.
Oh yeah.
You copied and pasted it and didn't even finish filling it out.
I mean, at least do that.
Lazy.
Like,
Our part was done for you. You couldn't finish by putting your name in there.
like, it did 99% of the work. All you had to do was finish cheating. And and as you were talking, I was sitting here thinking, how do you cite ChatGPT? If you're using it and you want to use it correctly in your work, especially if you're in school, so you don't get in trouble for plagiarizing, how do you cite it?
I don't think you can, but
I don't think
I'll
you
tell
can.
You can't, but here's what I did last week. I asked Copilot to write a scary story for me. So that I could send out to encourage some participation, right? So I said, Copilot, write a short, scary story for me. And it wrote out a super cute story, right? So that wasn't scary, but it integrated my director's name and, things like that. When I sent it out, I can't remember the title of the story, like the office wasn't empty or something. And then right under, I put a little subtitle that said, a story by Copilot. So I was like giving it. It's Copilot wrote this for me. Okay. I did not write this myself, but I don't know that people will do that. They won't.
You gave credit where credit was due. That I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't think you'll work in college, but I'll take it.
Well, funny you say that. I was watching. Oh God, just like an informational video on what tools teachers have to spot ChatGPT and spot AI, and they have software now that you have to either upload your Word doc or write it inside of this software model, and it has keystrokes and it has copy pasting, it has everything, and then obviously an algorithm to spot AI language. And it will tell the teacher like, hey, 95%, it feels like this is an AI copy paste, or 95% this means it is authentically written by the person. Yeah. So it's like AI is telling on AI, like the machines are turning on each other.
And all they have to do is put what AI created on one screen and just type it out on the other. Use your own
But
words.
they're not built like us. You think back to our school days, right? If the book said in 1997 he was born, you wrote he was born
He
in
was born.
1997.
Or in 1997, Bill Jones was born.
Exactly.
Parentheses 2007.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're not
But,
built. They're not
it's-
built like us anymore. They don't know what they're doing.
So you mentioned that little program you were talking about there, Big Llama, because I can proudly tell you my ass never used one damn lick of AI in my dissertation or any of my college work.
Now you're defending yourself.
I'm straight up
Wait,
telling the world
hold
that
on.
you
I
can
think
do it.
Felix trying to convince himself.
Hold on.
I
You
did
can do
not.
it. You can
I
do
did
it.
not use.
Don't focus on what he's saying. Focus on the lack, therefore, of. How much was your wife involved in this?
Oh, 0. Shoot, please. I was helping her. What are you talking about? No, it's plagiarism checker, and some of those programs called Checker, CHECKR.
Mhm.
Some of those are the ones that they use in order to see how much of it is plagiarized, and they'll give you a percentage. And so it's I forgot the number. I think it's 30% or less that's considered not plagiarized. And they would like to have you down lower to like below 20%. Mine, when I got done with it, it was about 7% of the whole entire hundreds of pages long was plagiarized. But they say plagiarized because some of those are citations that get used a lot. And so the AI is telling AI, but not the right way. So in this case, but yes, they have high schools are using the plagiarism checker to make sure that they're not using AI instead. And it's gotten out of control.
That it has. I call first dibs on the first story, by the way, Big Llama.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, I was gonna say my son's teacher is old school, his English teacher, and he's like, there will not be one prompt that you will do on a computer. You will handwrite the prompts here in class, and you have X amount of time. And my son about flipped his shit. He was like, "What?" Like, because now his entire high school career, ChatGPT has been involved, and now he's like, excuse me, teach, I gotta write this myself. I gotta put this together. Like,
He's like,
it's
excuse me.
excuse me, teach.
Say
What is this nonsense? All right, let's get into the story, or the first topic. But there's a couple of bullets I put there. I want to talk about too later if we have some time, like AI conducting interviews, and obviously the inverse of that, which is people using AI to respond to interview questions, chatbots answering HR questions, and then obviously managers using chatbots and ChatGPT in place of us. All right, but we're going to get to those topics hopefully a little bit later. All right, so Jake, take it away with the first topic you have there.
I think we'll have plenty of time because these aren't really topics. These are more just really interesting short stories. So the first subject line, the AI that scheduled its own exit interview. The tech company decided to fully integrate ChatGPT into their HRIS system to handle its onboarding, exit surveys, and employee communications. The horror of the story is after a software update, the AI glitched and emailed itself a termination notice for performance concerns. It then responded to itself. Then it responded to itself, defending its metrics and ceasing the CEO and demanding severance. Then
like what?
Then the AI system generated a calendar invite for an exit interview between the HR manager and themselves.
Okay.
The HR manager is, how do I attend? And the AI says attendance is mandatory. Morale
So
is when your HR tech starts billing unemployment claims and it's time to unplug something. Oh, gee, the sad part is I know this has happened somewhere.
I bet you it has.
Do you think ChatGPT AI takes stories, like repeats stories that have been
It's not
like
supposed to.
happened somewhere, and then it repeats stories?
It's
Oh.
not
So
supposed to.
what everything it provides you is provided off of other data. So is it giving it to you verbatim? No. Is it giving it to you enough that it's probably plagiarized? Yes.
Plagiarizing itself, AI. You lazy.
Plagiarism is more in, of course, everything that we're talking about is plagiarism, but plagiarism in consideration is that are you copying it from someone else? Using this as a tool and resource of something that you wrote, absolute plagiarism. Outside of that, like in academic areas, yes, like you doing that is straight up plagiarism. Because it's supposed to use, like what you said, Jake, which was it uses data from other areas and it creates a story for you. But then try this. If you do that, take that, copy it, and paste it into Google. You will not find the same exact story. It will have been written differently so that it will never be seen as plagiarism. But then, of course, there's data and metacode behind all of it to where you can see if this is AI or not.
Listen, I here's the problem is that you're relying on the existing data for decision making. Like when you put it in a program to say execute this if this happens, and like those are really great like prompts to if the data and the information is sound, right? But like just like this, there could be a glitch in the programming that makes it turn on itself, or makes it loop endlessly. I mean, we had an entire network shut down for a GIF. A GIF came in and it was like recycling, and it shut down the whole server because it didn't know how to stop the thing from playing. It's like silly things. This is why you still need human intervention and human hands.
Do you know there was a
that's crazy.
retail giant that tried to use AI to help manage their outs on the shelf? And they invested a lot of money into this machine that would drive around the store. And it had this huge arm on it that would scan the shelves and order merchandise that was empty on the shelves. Now, in theory, it's supposed to work because the employees are working top stock down onto the shelves so that the system's not ordering things it doesn't need. Well, there were so many issues with it. It was increasing. I want to say the average dollar it increased inventory levels in the back room was like $1 million per store. It was like somewhere between like $800 to $1 million. Like there was like markets that had 10 stores that were seeing increases of tens of millions of dollars of inventory that they did not need, because this system was just driving around the store all day long by itself, just ordering.
Dang.
And it's because there was no checking. There was no like, red flags or like, hey, we're going to increase your inventory by this much because, like your system says you should have 52 on hand, but yeah, there's none on the shelf. So I'm going to go order you another 100. It's like, what? And yeah, they quickly got rid of those out of the store. I can only imagine how much money was wasted on that project and who eventually got fired. Maybe AI sent them a termination letter.
Can I do number 2, by the way?
Sure.
So run for it.
Go for it.
Okay. Love in the time of algorithms. An AI employee engagement bot was meant to boost morale with compliments and daily motivation. The horror was it got too friendly. It started sending personalized DMs like, your attendance rate is impressive, and so are your eyes.
Lord,
Then it began matching employees. Then it began matching employees based on emotional tone compatibility. HR ended up mediating a fight between two departments over who AI Cupid said were soulmates. Don't let your engagement bot turn into a dating app.
Well,
Damn.
Mama
That's all I got is damn.
I don't know. I don't know what to think, but I find nothing out of these almost 30 minutes that we've been talking about AI. It is just cementing my feelings about this thing.
But you know what? So here's my thing with this. And I don't know if y'all know this. There's commercials, depending on like what ads and games that you play on your phone or something.
Oh yeah. Your algorithm.
And you'll see where it brings up, yes, algorithm pieces. And so if it doesn't see you like exit out of it within a certain amount of time, then it thinks you liked it. So then it starts giving you that same stuff over and over and over again. Now, if I say big booties, big booties, big booties, big booties, big booties, big booties, all your phones are now going to look at big booties. But the thing I'm thinking about is there are some apps out there, and it blows my mind as to how people are using it. AI friendship. You're texting your AI friend to say, oh my gosh, I'm having a bad day. Tell me something good. And then like you're using that as a real friend. And the hard thing that I hate about that piece is because it's also driving engagement to a whole nother low level because they get their endorphins from this little AI. That's not a physical containment of like where a guy who is shy to talk to women will be on his phone and talk to the AI for the rest of his life because now he's not being put into a better position of let me go take a risk and go say something and boom, I get the girl. Instead, I'll talk to my girlfriend. It's the AI.
There's movies about that. I think one's called Her.
I was going to say Megan doesn't like that you said that about her.
I thought that was Becky.
Megan and Megan too. I'd be friends with Megan. Oh. I'd hang out with Megan.
Well, you hang out with Becky all the time, so.
But listen. The first line of that topic was the most horrific line. They have an AI employee engagement bot, like that right there, right? That should like just shut up after that. An AI employee engagement bot was meant to boost morale. Like it's like we don't give a fuck what you say. Our AI bot will just tell you, we'll just gather the information. We don't really care. Like it's so uncaring.
I would love to see any precedents that are in the court systems, which I don't think there is yet, where a company is sued for harassment based on artificial intelligence harassing them.
That's true.
Like, can you sue the company for liability on sexual harassment if it's their program sexually harassing you?
Well, how do you prove it?
Oh, you'll have screenshots.
No. What I'm saying is, how do you prove that this was maliciously done or intentionally done, and it's not just a manifestation of the AI picking up on?
I have screenshots.
This guy.
Well, but like the harassment claims start with feelings. I feel offended. I feel triggered. It made me feel some type of way, which apparently is like the newest cool thing to say. It made me feel some type of way. That's how harassment claims usually start. So if we're really asking, could they sue? They could. If it makes you feel weird, I guess it could be harassment.
Yeah.
But also the bot is not a person. So like, I don't know.
No, it's true. It's true. And you have to be careful because again, with what is it, Sora and all these things are creating images and producing content and topics and things that people will use, and you believe they're real things. So your AI training department or your you know, oh my God, the soulless AI voice training thing that we used to watch constantly from the place which will not be named, drove me insane. It drove me crazy. And I so much so that I wrote in the post survey every single time. Every
Dang.
training I ever took at that place, I would say, please remove the soulless bot who is staring into my soul right now. I would write that every single time. And I know the guy who run training was like, every time we get this comment, every time.
There's legal precedent for harassment.
Ooh,
Is there?
tell us more.
There is. So it can fall under several categories, the more challenging ones being Title VII, the Civil Rights Act, and privacy laws. The two that it falls more under is negligence or failure to supervise technology, or
Ugh.
the product liability or emotional distress. And there are real world precedents. In 2024, an HR chatbot in the UK was found to be making sexually suggestive comments to its company-faced internal investigations. In 2023, a tech company had to pull its AI virtual assistants after it made inappropriate romantic advancements to its users. Regulatories like EEOC and the US and the EU and AI Act authorities have already issued guidance that AI systems must comply with workplace discrimination and harassment laws just like humans. So it is, I don't think anyone's won a massive lawsuit, but I think as we continue to grow, you're going to see more and more of these. And I think the sad part is I think these aren't even been incorporated into companies yet.
Nope.
The SOPs and the policies that have to be in place to protect the company from liability.
If you're going to strike, you need to strike now before we figure out the policies and write something in there.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, you know how there's liability for not educating members of management and employees on how to report appropriately.
Right.
Well, now you have to include how to report sexual or general harassment from artificial intelligence.
Yeah, especially if you're as we say, integrating it into your process.
Oh my God, that's about as stupid as a claim. I'm going to squirrel down a rabbit hole here real quick. I had an employee who came to me one day many moons ago and told me she was sexually assaulted at work. And when I set her down to begin collecting the information about what had happened, it's because she sat onto a chair, missing the seat, and the handle thrusted itself into her crevices.
Oh, okay.
So she was sexually assaulted by a piece of furniture that belonged to the company, and she wanted to file a claim.
Wow. The chair should have been so aggressive. Yeah.
That is about as stupid as filing harassment claims against a chatbot that says you have pretty eyes. Like,
Yeah.
I can get it. I get it if the chatbot was telling you to undress and was talking about your private parts and was giving you like this really graphic sexual intercourse story that it wanted to entwine with you. Like, I get that, but you want to file harassment charges because it said you have pretty eyes. I'd be the first one like, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Tell me more. I don't even get this at home.
Tell me more.
now you're talking to AI for reassurance. AI, tell me how beautiful I am today.
I'm going to feel like Cam on Family Matters talking to its refrigerator. Like, oh, tell me more.
So the chair has gone where no man has gone before.
Oh, Jesus. You had to go there. You had to go there.
Let me take it to story number 3.
Okay.
Thank you. You go into story number 3.
The termination letter that would not die. Very fitting for the week before or the week of Halloween.
Yes.
Let me give you the setup, right? An HR director used ChatGPT to wordsmith a termination letter for an underperforming employee. Pretty innocent, right? The horror of this story is that the AI got a little too creative. It wrote, "Your journey has reached its inevitable conclusion. We wish you prosperity in your next simulation."
You know what? Your next what?
Simulation.
I need to read this again. Let me read this again, children.
Please.
Imagine receiving this as your termination letter. "Your journey has reached its inevitable conclusion. We wish you prosperity in your next simulation." The employee thought it was an art project and posted it on LinkedIn. It went viral as corporate poetry. Moral of the story: never let AI channel Edgar Allan Poe for HR work.
Inevitable.
Your journey has reached. Yeah, inevitable. Like, what the hell do you mean?
It was going to happen no matter
Who
what.
have you been talking to? Like,
To me, that's premeditated. That would have been my argument to USC that this is premeditated. You already had it decided.
You thought that way. You had it out for me.
Exactly. Either that or you visited.
We've all seen it. It may not have been these words, but we've all seen managers do a termination letter or a write-up that has this verbiage of some sorts in it where it's like, were you trying to write for the Game of Thrones?
That's what I'm saying. It's like a Renaissance fair.
Why?
Yeah. That has big words.
I'm like, you sound like you're from the 3rd century.
That's what I'm saying.
Thou art meeting standards.
Yes. Speak it again, my friend.
Your journey has reached its inevitable conclusion. We wish you prosperity in your next simulation. It sounds like something from like back in the Kings and Queens day. Like in your next simulation. It's like, what do you mean simulation? What, was I only playing?
You were an NPC there, buddy.
You sounded like the Jumanji narrator in the newer movies. Welcome to Jumanji.
Your journey has reached an inevitable conclusion. We wish you prosperity in your simulation.
But you know, seriously though, I've not had one job in the last 5+ years where this has not been an issue.
Right.
All right. Now my next question: where was HR at? Did anyone HR proofread this before it went out? That gotta know.
HR lost its job to AI.
Oh,
should we fire them? Yes. The inevitable conclusion: yes.
I thought you'd never
now a simulation.
So I just typed into ChatGPT, is AI good to use at work, or is AI safe to use at work?
Ooh.
Of course it's going to say yes. That's a great question. And the honest answer is yes. AI can be very good to use at work. Here's its selling points. Saves time, boosts productivity, improves accuracy, enhances decision making, and supports communication. But then it says things to be careful about. Data privacy, pretty common to most of us, right? You don't type in sensitive information. Accuracy tells you to always double check AI's output. And then it says ethics and fairness. Be mindful of bias in AI systems, especially when used in hiring, promoting, or performance reviews. AI is supposed to be a bot. How is it going to have biases?
Oh,
because the tone of your messages can still be used.
Yeah, the words that they use can come off very aggressive or very passive. My AI separated. I feel like my AI is being a little bit more honest with me than yours, Mel.
Okay, tell me.
I asked mine straight up. If I use Chat GPT every day in HR, can I get fired? It straight up said yes. It says you violate company policy. You're sharing confidential. Yeah, the biggest thing is, and this is something a lot of companies don't understand, or a lot of people don't understand, you're sharing confidential information and employee data into another server that is not protected, and you gave it rights to use it. Anytime you put anything in a chat GPT, it now has legal rights to use it. automation without oversight, and misrepresentation or negligence. So you 100% can get fired for using ChatGPT, either for straight up being stupid or sharing information you shouldn't be sharing.
I have one. Mine, I just typed that into mine too. Mine's a jerk. It said it depends
shouldn't
on
have
your
your job.
employer's policies. Do what?
It says you shouldn't have your job.
Jealousy runs, doesn't it? So it depends on your employer's policies, the nature of what you're using ChatGPT for, and how transparently you're doing it. So if you break it down in HR, policy and compliance risk. So it kind of goes back to your data privacy and confidentiality, especially within HR. Technology acceptable use policies, and then intellectual property. So that's how mine says it. And it goes to like, are you using it practically? Are you using it safely? Kind of like what you said earlier, which was about understanding that you don't want to put identifying information in there. You want to put, if you need to, like we do, we don't say anybody's name. We just say, damn it, Becky, because Becky's the one that's always jacking shit up.
Mhm.
And so you would put in there, Becky said this. Is this a termable offense? Boom. Like that's a little different versus using Kenny was hanging out with Mel and Jason did this, this, and this. Is this a fireable offense, or should he not have shown them the pictures of his body?
Yeah. But
So
and we all know fair and consistency means a lot when you're holding accountability. And over the
Mhm.
years, the laws have kind of changed where it went from the entire corporation and company has to abide by one standard when it comes to certain performance decisions, to where it's now more in case to the building, the facility itself have to be fair and consistent.
So
I like that.
let me just say this. The one thing so for any attorneys listening, which I'm sure they already know this, I hope they do, and HR people, the prompt is going to be your inevitable downfall because you forget, and I think you mentioned it, Jake. It's an unsecured server, right? You're putting that information out there, but what you write in the prompts, depending on how you treat them, are going to get you into some hot ass water. Because think about it. What if I wrote, how do I write this performance review to get this employee fired? Like if you did that in a prompt, honestly, ChatGPT will give you the language to insinuate the termination. But when they pull, if they can pull the record of your prompt, you're cooked. You're totally cooked. So I would challenge any of you, put in the prompts that say, how do I do this? How do I terminate this person? How do I write it so that it looks like they were at fault? I guarantee you'll get a good prompt. I mean, you'll get a good response. The problem is going to be your prompt is what you put in there. That's what's going to be shown in court, is to say, we pulled the records on like the 15,000 prompts you put in here. And here's 7 of them that you said, how do I fire this employee? How do I write it so that it's, and that's what I'm saying. This is going to it's going to open Pandora's box of just levels of shit that are going to be flying everywhere. So this is the danger in using ChatGPT for HR reasons. For that, again, a good prompt would be, hey, can you help me change the verbiage so that it's in line with this policy? Can you help me change the verbiage so that it sounds more professional? That's great, because you're putting in like original things, and that's fine. Like that's okay. It's enhancing your delivery. But when you're asking it to manipulate data, information, and skew it in a way that is no longer independent, that's the problem. So I'm telling you, that's where the money is. So attorneys, you can pay me later.
And well, not just that, but the moment that the employee who is let go sees that there's Chat GPT or AI language in the write-ups or the termination letter, the first thing I'm doing as an attorney is I'm using it as probable cause to subpoena the company records and that personnel records, like of their personal account with ChatGPT, to get all the questions that it's asked it for the last 9 months or 10, 10 months, wherever long. And because I want to know, what are you asking it?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm telling you.
so, well, Big Llama, you get the next one. I think this one kind of fits you and your current employer, because I don't think any of us have issues with this in our employer.
Let's see. Okay, so the chatbot that unionized. Again, that's a hot button issue for any place. All right, so here we go. A company that created an internal HR chatbot for employees to vent safely.
Oh, red flag, red flag.
Red flag, a chatbot to vent. The horror here, the employees started jokingly asking for representation. Ooh. Again, if you had somebody there physically taking it, you would know what to do. Next thing you know, the AI is auto-generating union charters and emailing everyone the AI workers collective manifesto. Holy shit. Legal had to shut it down and started negotiating fair data usage terms for itself. So the moral of this story is obviously you can automate conversations, but not collective consciousness or collective bargaining agreements. Yeah. Holy shit. That's the danger. That's the danger of using AI in an open environment like that. Because we don't have, not we, managers don't have the sight or the vision to say, is this a self-contained chatbot or is it an open, domain chatbot? Like you just see a very fancy, tool. You go, oh, we could totally use this for our employee engagement. We could use this for, venting sessions. If it's not internally closed, it will grab every piece of information out there on unionization.
And you know what is even scarier is when they introduce the chatbot into their systems, depending on the kind of open API that it has, is how much it would start pulling from payroll. It starts pulling from your HRS system. It starts pulling from benefits. You gave it into an open API system and gave it free access. And I hope there were some safeguards in there, because I can only imagine. It's like, oh, look, by the way, don't forget there's some unfair pay treatments going on here, because we've noticed that 25% of men make more than women. It's like,
oh my God. No, that's some scary shit. That's scary.
Well, it couldn't be worse than the Great Purge of 25.
Go for it.
HR let ChatGPT clean up outdated policies in the handbook. The horror is that it went full dictator mode and deleted half the handbook, including FMLA, ADA, and harassment policies, because they had just some more language. It was just redundant. We didn't need it.
Screw that shit.
Yeah, we didn't need all that. Who needs the safety and federal required information? Not us.
Nobody.
The new handbook opened with its appendix page saying work efficiently, feel nothing, and lunch is optional. Employees called it the termination Bible. AI shouldn't edit HR policies unless you want pretty much just a fucked up work environment. Because to be honest, I'm serious. Like, I've gone onto ChatGPT before and was like, give me some ideas for like a policy surrounding this bucket. And it would give me, and it would give me all this information, and I'm reading through it and I'm like, well, that's not true, because we operate out of this state and that's against that state's law. We can't do that in that state.
Read it. Read it before you submit it.
Read it before you submit it, and God forbid, don't copy and paste.
Well, you know what I noticed too. Like, there's like we were creating flyers for job postings, and you got to limit the words and the verbiage. So a good use of ChatGPT and AI is to grab what like your benefits are, and say, can you reduce this to 5 bullets, or can you help me reduce it for a flyer, for hiring purposes, and then that's a good use of the technology to convert existing documents or existing information. But to throw the entire handbook in there and just say make it more efficient or fix it, like that's crazy. That's just crazy shit.
Yeah. But then again, you have to be educated on ChatGPT. I guarantee you, with as many stupid degrees that this world has come up with that people get, there's going to be a degree in ChatGPT.
Yes, there's AI language.
Well, no, not artificial intelligence. It's going to be, what do you have a degree in? I have a bachelor's in how to use ChatGPT.
But
What
you
are
know
gonna do
what?
with
If that
that?
really is something, you can. I mean, I agree with you. That's absolutely dumb. But there's also where these chat GPTs, and I don't know if you like when we were trying to design our show and doing some of these things, like you know how I was sending y'all little designs of Mama Mel's t-shirt and Jake from HR, your t-shirt design, and then Big Llama and mine. All that was done using what's called image generator through chat GPT. But it's like another app inside of an app, which then you get another piece of that app. So it's like a plug-in that it's constant, and it's gotten so huge. I mean, I don't know if you've seen that commercial on LinkedIn where this guy's like, if you're having a hard time at work and you really want to be a part of the AI growth, then quit your job and for 30 days, focus on these apps. And they're like 30 AI apps on how to use them so that you can become a master at AI.
And then what? Collect unemployment for 30 days?
But ChatGPT will tell you how to collect the unemployment.
I'm going to say not right now, not with the big, beautiful bill. We ain't got no SNAP benefits.
We got nothing.
We're not getting paid on the 1st.
Oh, I forgot,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, you forgot. We still got one of us. One of us is still active duty in this house.
So we're gonna start a GoFundMe for Jake from HR.
We should.
Like,
But yes, please keep those people in your thoughts and understandings of that. Government workers are broke. This is
you know what? I've seen so many AI videos where like comes out with Sarah McLachlan music for $2 a day. You can support your local federal worker.
For just 30 cents a day, you can save a federal worker's life.
But I do want to clarify something. I know it sounds like we're bashing on AI, and I know Mama Mel probably does have some hatred in her heart for it.
Oh no, she's bashing it. She's bashing it.
I know, but we all use it. I love ChatGPT. I love artificial intelligence, and we're not saying don't use it. We're just saying use it responsibly. Don't drink in AI.
Don't drink in AI.
So listen, I just did a quick AI ChatGPT search, and I told it, I said, if we were to create a bachelor's degree in using ChatGPT or AI, what would it be called? And then the ChatGPT said, you know what, that's a great question, and honestly, we're getting very close to that. I said, oh shit. So it gave me some titles.
World domination. World domination. I'm telling you guys, we're out of a job in less than a year. Count your fucking days, HR people.
Here are a couple of bachelor's degrees that in the future you may be able to obtain. There's the Bachelor's of Generative AI in Communications. There's the Bachelor of Prompt Engineering and AI Strategy. I would get that one. For those for creativity, it says Bachelor's of Creative AI Storytelling and Digital Creativity. Bachelor's of Human AI Collaboration and Design. For analytics and technical, you got Bachelor's of Machine Intelligence and User Experience. Shit. Cyberdyne Systems is coming. It's the end. And then for modern and startup friendly branding, here's the Bachelor's of AI Workflow Automation and Productivity. That's the biggest load of shit right there. So yeah, these are, but this is are worthy names that will be possibly in the future of degrees.
I want to hear a degree that's called a Bachelor's of Legal and Criminal Defense. of AI criminal and legal defense. So when you're in front of the judge and they ask you a question, hold on, judge. According to ChatGPT, case precedent to start giving precedence on cases that ChatGPT gives you. Actually, that wouldn't be bad to help guide you.
So I asked it now. I said, hey, what about a legal defense versus you, AI? And they go, ooh, that's an excellent twist. Now we're getting into the territory of AI ethics, law, and human rights. I was like, shit, you caught me. Bachelor of Technology of Law and AI Policy. Bachelor's of Digital Rights and AI Accountability. Bachelor's of AI Ethics and Cyber Defense. And then there's Bachelor of Forensic AI and Legal Investigations. Ethical Hacking and AI Standards. Human AI Law and Civilization Studies. This is crazy. This is some crazy shit.
Have we not learned anything with Skynet?
We have
No,
not.
we have not.
Listen, our Lord and Savior James Cameron has told us in his movies, he has told us, do not trust the AI Cyberdyne systems. I'm telling you, we have not listened to him. He is a prophet.
And Will Smith even came out and joined the fight. Okay,
iRobot.
So let's get deeper into this. I want to go off on a. Go ahead, Mel.
No, I'm just they're prepping us for fucking world domination. I'm done with this. I've gathered nothing from tonight's episode that would be like, you know what? Maybe I've judged AI a little too harshly. Maybe I'm just being mean to it. Now I want to be real mean to it and be like, you think you're gonna catch me slipping? I'm gonna catch you slipping.
Listen,
what is that thing that you shoot that shuts down electronics?
It's EAP,
electromagnetic field or something.
EMP. Okay.
EMP.
Whoever's listening, we need someone to start creating mini sizes, like make spray, mini sizes of EMP defenses. Start now, so you can start selling them when we get robots. And when they go crazy, we can do is like, psh, it's like mace for robots.
Listen, I will tell you this. I believe again in the Cameron Messiah. I believe that AI will get us. So I talk to my Alexa app and my Siri app. I talk to all of them very politely. I talk to them respectfully. I compliment them and say thank you so much. My wife hates them and yells at them obscenities and is nasty to them. I said, when it's time for the AIs to pick who stays and who goes, she's gone first.
She's gone first. Toodaloo. Sayonara. It was nice seeing you.
And you know what? They did a little survey on people who say thank you to their AI or please to AI, and it ended up talking about how much time it is wasted by just using those two words. Days and days of time have been calculated from people just saying please and thank you to their AI. And I thought that was so interesting because it brought me to my thing about when I did interviews at one organization, and I can make Big Llama look just like Mama Mel. It will photo generate AI to where your photorealistic image is of you. Now, here's the thing. Most people, they also use a language translator in the middle of their interview. I witnessed this. It was absolutely blew my mind. So when you see somebody go, this is not to make fun of any type of like nationality or anything like that. But you know that you've seen whenever back in the 90s when a language has been changed to a different one and all you see is, I'm going to the store. And it's going.
Oh, you're talking about the come on, that's Samurai Sunday Kung Fu Cinema dubbing. That's great. I'm with you.
Fox Kids right there.
Yeah.
And so And so in this same interview, this is what was happening to me. I'm sitting there going, maybe he's using Bluetooth, or maybe it's like it's just the internet. Well, when it happened a second time, I was like, oh, this is straight up AI crap. And people are using it. And, it blows my mind to how just wait until it no longer will do. I'm going to the store. It's going to go, I'm going to the store.
I made a video. I created a policy for how to do effective one-on-ones between employees and managers. And I used an AI program. I wrote all the verbiage, but it took people and created a training video for me without having to actually have actors. So you go ahead and talk all that trash you want, because I just saves me like I ain't got that budget like you got at work. Okay, we got the penny budget. I'm looking for that stuff that's marked down to a penny, and I'm trying to buy all of it. That's my budget at work. So
you could even ask it to tell you about, which I'm going to ask it now, just out of curiosity. What stocks should I buy right now?
It's not going to tell
listen.
Yeah, all you got to do is look at what stock Nancy Pelosi's buying.
It said Apple.
Just buy whatever stock Nancy Pelosi's buying, or her husband.
Okay, what stocks are Nancy Pelosi buying?
Her husband, because she passes the laws and he buys the stocks, but they don't talk about it. They don't talk about it.
Broadcom Inc.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Purchase value between $1 million and $5 million.
Because he buys them when they're really cheap, and then she does stuff in Congress, and then they become worth millions. But they don't talk about it.
It's not illegal, but it should be.
No. Talk about Bruno.
It's not illegal because she says they don't talk about it at home.
We don't talk about Bruno.
No.
We don't talk about stocks. No.
Llama, talk to us about AI conducting interviews.
Well, I just seen a couple of articles and some videos, obviously on my favorite AI app, TikTok, on someone just kind of you can hear the AI voice, and it's like, please tell me a time when you were in a difficult situation, and then they're like, am I like they're like muted, like, am I talking to a robot? Like, what's going on? And so you have more and more companies doing the AI interviews. And then obviously in the inverse, we have people who are sitting there typing, and they're like, that's a great question. And then like they're waiting for the AI prompt to come up, and then they go, yeah, because I would go and do this, this, and this. So you've got these competing AI things, but the AI interviews are, first of all, if your company is doing those, it's a bad look. It is a bad look that you can't even spare the time to look someone in the eye, to give them, the courtesy. I mean, it's just insane. It's insane. But also, candidates are out there, reading stuff. And here's the best thing: we used a software to do like pre-screening. We didn't have AI do the screening. We just said, please read the question and answer the question, and we recorded that. Well, they got to do do-overs, so you can definitely tell that they are just reading. Like one guy, legit, like a couple of them like practiced, and they got it. They were like, oh yeah, I would do this, this, and this. This other guy was like, I would go to the store, and then I would go, like, he was like in like reading pace. And we like the second we looked at it's three of us doing the review. We're like, he's totally fucking reading. He's totally reading. Okay, that's a one.
At least he was looking forward reading it. My favorite are the ones that are interviewing like this. And it's
he pulled an Anchorman, is what he did.
I've had those.
I need to get Big Llama. Can I get a little? Can I share this screen to show you this is what AI has done for us?
I saw it pop up, and I said, "What the fuck is this?" And
this is a different one though, but that one just really caught my eye. No, There you go.
Well, I got a really good jawline in that top one.
But this one is what was really got me. This is what AI has done for us in this case. Let's see. Hopefully, it'll pull
I'm
it
gonna
up.
say, are you only gonna pick on me? Because then I'm gonna have to file harassment charges.
So,
Who is that? Is that your big brother?
that's the fat version of me, apparently.
That kind of looks like you, Dr. Green. I'm not gonna lie. The first guy
that
with
one.
with the
That one really does.
Yeah.
That looks like what you'd look like if you played on The Office.
But these were prompts like Dr. Chadwick Green, Human Resources, and it put Dr. Human Resources. Like, so all these things they're not perfect, but like this one was the throat punch energy, which I'm still begging for Big Llama to do. And then like all these other shirts that I had it told it what I wanted it to design, and then boom, it spit out all this stuff. And like I'm still wanting this though. Like that's like legit. This one's legit. Just saying.
I can't reproduce that. That's my only problem. I'm not.
Oh, I'll hand it to you. I'll give it to you. Make it happen.
Right.
But like royal decrees, I made it do a royal decree, which is really funny. Hear ye hear, let it be known throughout the realm of medieval times, blah 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 blah. What did I have it do? Lady Snack Slayer, guardian of napkins and wielder of the sacred wet wipe, shall henceoft be known as protector of the chicken bone pile.
What is this? What are you doing? Okay.
I guess
this tells me.
Oh, it was talking about all of us.
Oh,
there's also
the chicken
there's
bone
also a line, a moment that you have to say to yourself. I have to say to you, as a friend, as a colleague, you spend too much damn time on fucking AI. Get off and go make some real fucking friends.
Go touch grass.
Go out into the world.
That was just for y'all.
Go hug a tree.
I know y'all saw that one where, like, when we had to do like the pictures, and I took y'all's pictures from our main part of the show, where all of us are in line and all that good stuff in the main picture. Well, it has one where Kenny looks like he's an IT guy.
Why he looks so angry? Why does him and Mel look so angry, and I look like I just drank a Red Bull?
Why does Jake get more handsome in any AI generated image? I get like ethnic. I get more ethnic in my pictures and facial hair,
and it makes Mel look like a lesbian.
But I look good. Apparently, I'm so. Wait, hold on. Is that me or is it no? Where am I?
That's you.
That looks like you played on an episode of Casper.
Wait, is this is you?
No, that's you.
It has to be. Look, that's you. That's you. That's me. That's Mel.
There's no way. There's no way you look like Jake.
But he has red hair. He's the only one that has red hair.
Okay, just because your ginger shines brighter doesn't mean I don't have ginger in me. So,
well, yeah, I don't know what Alex looks like.
So
anyway.
All right,
I do have reddish tinted. I have reddish tinted hair. I just dye it so you don't see it.
Oh, okay. Thank you for letting me know.
All right. Well, listen. The ChatGPT prompt has told me we need to wrap this thing up. It said go around. ChatGPT said go around the horn and shut it down. No. So let's just go around the horn. Any parting shots or advice? We'll start with Jake from HR, the unknown red ginger that we didn't know we had.
The hidden ginger. The hidden ginger. Yeah, I was gonna be super gay and go ginger snaps, but God, that was it for the year. I can't do that again. Okay, so the moral of the story for today's topic is there's absolutely nothing wrong with using artificial intelligence, but like any other drug or addiction, do it responsibly. Because even watching TikToks can be addictive. Watching Movies can be addictive. Eating can be addictive. Drugs and smoking can be addictive. Using AI is addictive, and it makes you lazy. And while you might look good in that moment, you have to be able to carry your weight in social settings and boardrooms, and you will not always have chat GPT or AI there to do it for you. So looking good for a moment and looking stupid publicly is not worth it.
Oh, that's good.
All right, let's go to Mama Mel.
I'm going to quote Ben
ChatGPT.
Parker from Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. So I say that to say, use all your AI friends tools responsibly, right? We've already said that. There's nothing wrong with using them. I think they can absolutely enhance your work. I'm not gonna sit here and totally say I would not use it. I use that shit every day. But I also know my 90s kid knows to go in there and edit that word out, because I would never say that word. Change this out, put a comma there, misspell that word. I'm gonna change it so that it's a little more me, a little less robot-y. So take that and do with it what you will. But also for companies and corporations, I think somebody put it in our chat, but it's become the new buzzword, right? Like, let's incorporate AI. AI, again, is a great tool, but it does not replace human to human interaction. And as much as I joke about it and say like they're coming for our jobs, I sincerely think they are. They're coming for our jobs. Now we have to worry about not only our jobs going offshore because it's cheaper. Now we also got to compete with AI, but it will never replace a human to human interaction. So I urge companies that want to incorporate AI to really do their research and to think about all us little peoples that don't want to be without a job, because we're going to do a better job than your AI bot. So suck it.
Suck it, AI. Great advice. All right, Dr. Green.
I need Mama Mel to say that quote again from Spider-Man. What was it?
That was a one and done.
Oh, so great power comes great responsibility, but somehow HR got all of the responsibility and no power. Just saying. Just wanted to say that.
Ooh, I like that.
So
That's your party shot.
with great responsibility comes no power.
There you go.
Or medium power, because that's what I'm getting at work.
I want that as a shirt. With great responsibility comes no authority or no power. I want that as a shirt. I will.
Look, if you're going to use AI, which absolutely don't care if you're doing it, one, use it as a true tool. Use it as a guide. Use it as a learning opportunity. There's so many things that it can do, from writing code for you to generating, as y'all saw a while ago, just generating the images of how Big Llama gets more ethnic, and then, Mama Mel looks pissed off at the world. But
like a butch.
and she's, if y'all know her, she's always smiling. But there's just so much that it can do, but use it as a guide. Don't use it as I do it for everything, because then you lose what is truly the humanistic piece of it. And I'll tell you, that's one thing that will never replace HR. You have a human component. That's the first word in what we do. Human. We have resources that we give others, but we're also still human. And you hear us say, bring the human back in human resources. If you put AI as us, you never will have the human and human resources anymore. So use it as a tool, as a guide, not your every single situation, problem, and thing to do. That's my sense.
Ooh, you just gave me a new acronym. We're no longer HR. We're AR. For artificial resources.
That's pretty good. No, I think for my parting shot, I think obviously I want to echo that that I use AI and I use ChatGPT and all stuff. But again, it's the method in which you use it. It's a tool. It's something that can help enhance, and it does help become more efficient. You can use it as a research tool, but the problem is if you rely on it for your knowledge, if you rely on it to make policy decisions without proper, sort of breakdown of the nuances of the situations, you are definitely going to lose in this using AI. Managers, it's very tempting to be your own HR, but I guarantee you don't understand some of the ethics behind decision making, especially from an HR lens. So yes, you can probably get a quick answer, but is it the right answer? And is it the answer that applies to the company based on our policy? You don't know the policy, and then you're going to just rely on ChatGPT. So again, it's a tool. It is like anything that we have, right? Like, okay, like the old corporate buzzwords and acronyms, right? Synergy and, we're creating an environment of collaboration and all this other shit. Right.
Circle back.
Let's circle back, right? Like it's a buzzword that you want to use. Anyone who wants to sound intelligent will throw, we have AI integration. We're integrating AI into our process. We are fully functioning in the AI revolution. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, say something more intelligent. Like, we are using AI to enhance or be more efficient. Like, that's fine, but let's stop trying to throw it in every single piece of talking points that you have, because if you don't know what you're doing with it, you're going to get yourself in trouble. And like we said, watch out on those prompts. If those prompts get pulled, you're in trouble. You're going to get cooked. So my advice is use it wisely, use it carefully, but definitely you do need someone who knows HR to actually give you HR advice. All right. Well, let's have Jake bring us home.
So I was actually being a little
with animals.
I know.
Hold on. Can we just I want to make this very clear. That was our PhD. Just one.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry.
The sir with the doctorate.
Look, if y'all, I've been eating the new Mountain Dew gummy, and
I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew, Chip.
These are legit. Like, these are good. Oh, Mel's
couldn't take it anymore.
I'm not here for this. She took it hard. So that's why I had the burps. I apologize.
All right. So
forget it.
Bringing our session tonight to a close.
Without Mel. Oh,
we gotta. No, Mama Mel's back. There she is. So remember, we say this every night with much love until we drag you into the office next time.
Peace out, everybody.
Adios.
See ya.
Be kind to us, Skynet. Well, that's another episode of the Four Friends Trying to Figure Out HR. We didn't solve anything, but hey, at least we tried.
And by tried, we mean we laughed, we overshared, and we probably violated some HR guidelines ourselves.
But remember, this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Don't take our advice. Seriously, don't.
And if your HR manager asks, you've never heard of us or this podcast.